Hi everyone, welcome to my video review of the Tascam FR-AV2 compact 32-bit float field audio recorder slash timecode generator slash mixer slash audio interface. So without further ado, let's start with unboxing. As you can see, Tascam FR-AV2 comes in very nice, simple recyclable paper box with some information printed all over. Inside, as you can see, the recorder itself, paper printed warranty, and of course the manual. Tascam FR-AV2 is quite a sophisticated device. I will advise to read manual before first use. And here is the star of the show, FR-AV2 32-bit float field audio recorder slash audio interface slash code generator slash mixer, etc. It is indeed a very compact and lightweight device. On the front we've got 2-inch color non-touch LCD display. Right underneath it has 2 rows of physical buttons and big round record knob. Here on the side we've got external audio slash timecode 3.5mm input, volume rocker, 3.5mm headphones out, and 3.5mm audio line slash timecode output. Also we've got here left and right channel peak and rec LED indicators. FR-AV2 has 2 high quality XLR slash TRS combo inputs, which as you can see right here looks very well built. Here we've got FR-AV2 next to Portacapture X6, another very good 32-bit float enabled multi-purpose field audio recorder slash audio interface. As you can see, both devices sharing the same design language and approach. Regarding build quality, I can say that both of these devices built very well, very solid. Casing of both of these devices made out of fiberglass. Fiberglass is a very strong and durable composite plastic which is very robust and lightweight. Now let's load it up with SD card, AKBT2 Bluetooth module and the batteries of course. I'm using rechargeable lithium batteries, which is in my opinion works very well with these kind of devices. Now I would like to go through the settings menu. As you can see, the settings menu is very logical and easy to navigate. One has to use 2 rows of multifunctional buttons underneath the display in order to navigate through the settings menu. Here in the rec settings we can change the format of recording. It can be set up to 48, 96 or 192 kHz. There's also bit depth, it could be 24 or 32-bit float. Also rec, pre-rec and rec hold functions. In input-output settings section, one can adjust phantom power for the microphones, mid-side decode and wideness. In timecode section, one can change FPS, master, internal generator, timecode in, or choose for Atmos external. As you can see, there's also many other useful settings. In the system settings, one can adjust date and time, also reset the device and format micro SD card. Power settings, type of batteries used, type of power source and power save mode. I have to say that LCD display is quite bright, so mid or even low settings, in my opinion, is sufficient enough for normal day-to-day use. FR-AV2 can also be synchronized wirelessly with Atomos UltraSync Blue devices. I have to say that this recorder also can be used with iOS devices as external audio interface. One can connect any microphone to the recorder and use it as audio source in video app of choice. The only limitation in audio interface mode is a maximum frequency range, which is limited to 96 kHz. Tascam FR-AV2 has extended Bluetooth capabilities. As you can see, it is also possible to monitor audio wirelessly through the Bluetooth connection. The quality could be adjusted to prime, standard or low, and it is also possible to use remote control app simultaneously. FR-AV2 could be operated remotely through the Tascam Recorder Connect app. As you can see, it is quite easy to get around. As soon as connected, the app would read all information from the recorder. One does not need to keep watching the smaller screen on the recorder itself. All of the necessary information is much easier to read from the bigger display on your phone. Plus, one can make almost all adjustments in the settings through the app. I have to say that, in my opinion, it is much easier and better than on device itself. As you can see, we've got here rec settings, input, output, Bluetooth, timecode, SD card reader. Also, one can save user settings as a preset and reload it later if needed. It is also possible to adjust settings per channel as well as per group, if one would gang left and right channel to stereo pair. Tascam FR-AV2 is capable of recording signal coming in from different sources. It could record signal coming in through the combo input as well as through the 3.5mm external line input or USB-C connection from the connected computing device. There is also delay, which is usable if connected stereo pair is not on the same distance to the subject and one would need to calibrate stereo effect. FR-AV2 has not only extended capabilities in regards to input but also in regards to outputs. One can adjust output volume per channel or per pair, also can switch it to mono, and many other things. Besides that, FR-AV2 has built-in software mixer capabilities. One can adjust low-cut, dynamics, equalization, noise gate, phase, invert, and MS white effect. It is also possible to save it all as a preset. As I already have mentioned, FR-AV2 also has extended mixer capabilities, whereas one can adjust dynamics, compressor or limiter. It also has full-blown equalizer panel per channel. As you can see right here, built-in equalizer also has presets for interview, music or manual. I'm obviously very interested in manual mode. As you can see right here, FR-AV2 has extended equalization capabilities, and it works quite good. The only problem I've had with it is the size of the knobs. It is not the easiest equalizer I've ever used. Knobs are way too small to be comfortable. Nevertheless, if one needs to use equalization, it is right here. It might not be as easy, but it is possible. Kudos to Tascam for this implementation. It is really something of different level. As I already have mentioned, Tascam FR-AV2 has wireless monitoring functionality through the Bluetooth connection. In my opinion, it works very well, the connection is very stable, the audio quality is good enough for monitoring and tracking. I have to add that it's also possible to monitor simultaneously through the wire, therefore it is possible to share headphones output with the other person. In regards of audio quality, I have to say that, as in case with Tascam Portacapture series, headphones output is of very high quality. It can drive quite demanding studio-grade headphones without any problems. I've used Tascam FR-AV2 in different configurations with different devices, including iPads and phones. It works very well with basically everything, as standalone recorder or as the audio interface. It is very reliable and stable. It is also possible to record signal coming out of the computing device through the USB-C connection, which could be extremely handy in some situations, as for example recording jam sessions. There is many ways how to integrate FR-AV2 into the setup. For example, one can record one channel through the combo input and the other through the USB-C connected device. The quality of recording with 32-bit float and dual ADC high-quality Ultra HDDA preamps is very high. FR-AV2 is capable to deliver exceptional quality audio recording comparable to the quality of the recording one can achieve by recording directly into the Pro Tools on PC or Mac. In my opinion, this recorder is a perfect device for media archiving. I would easily recommend it for those things. FR-AV2 is a great option for recording audio for video. One can easily mount it on any setup, connect it basically to any configuration. It's also capable of generating very precise timecode or being synchronized with any external timecode device. After some time spent with FR-AV2, I have to say that it is very capable and versatile portable audio device, which can do many things very good. But most importantly, it is capable of exceptional quality audio recordings. It can be used very well in any situation with almost any setup, as well as a standalone audio recorder. And that will be all for now. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe, and I see you all next time.